kidding me. Oh my god. Alright guys, so today we are going to rent the shittiest possible e-bike was the goal, because I want to try it out. I might buy an e-bike. I figure it's a good way to get around town and to Alpine and back without, I could be as drunk as I want. I don't have to worry about driving or paying for taxis and getting too sweaty if I'm wearing like a sweater or something like this. So yeah, it seems like they have two. I went to Spicy and we agreed that like if I want to do this on the cheap, I should probably come to Whistler Eco Tours. So we're gonna see what's up here. This is the Stunner. They both seem to be mid-drive. I was kind of thinking something hub motor, but the fat bike looks pretty badass. The fucking Juggernaut. So maybe we'll rent a Juggernaut. E-bike rentals, 30 for an hour, 100 for a half day. Maybe we'll do an hour of the Juggernaut. I don't know. Or should I try them both? We'll see. See how this goes. So we did whoops. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we are, whoa. So we did rent ourselves an e-bike. And this one, he said, is technically a woman's bike, but it's a cruiser. So we're gonna see how this is. He let me try this and the fat bike in the hour. So this is a basic pedal assist, twist throttle, and I like it already. So you can either pedal and it helps you get going, and oh, this is good. I feel like a total dork, but I'm having a good time. Look at this fucking thing. So it is a cool little bike, the Stunner. Yeah, I just want to try this one first because I've never ridden a fat bike before, nor an e-bike. So this gives me a bit of an idea. Like I told the guys, I want to like find a shitty e-bike, just something nice and cheap to get around, and or build one myself. So this is my first experience with e-bikes, and ever since, it's funny, the chick actually saw on the Facebook group and was aware of what happened to my Golf. So I tried to explain, but yeah, I think an e-bike will be good in the Whistler roundup here. So let's get back and try the fat bike, because let's be honest, that's going to be much more awesome. But yeah, this is fun. So I must say, this Juggernaut, shout out to Whistler Eco Tours. This fucking thing, my god, this thing rips. So it's similar to the Granny Mobile we just took out. That one reminds me of my Oma's old car. Still fast, like very impressed. But this thing here is like, so of course, like I told him, you have to run him on maximum speed all the time, because let's be honest here, like he started me on number 1 on the other one. I'm like, come on man, it's 5 or nothing, right? So up to 5, this one goes up to 3. Good braking with the discs, mechanical discs, I think. Yep. It's got a derailleur in the back, which I like to shifts well, and it's just push throttle like this. So just like that. Let's see here, trying to hurt myself. Probably gonna hurt myself. Hey buddy.
Why is the wheel so big?
I don't know. I'm just renting this. See, it's electric.
Oh,
see?
that's why it's so big.
Yeah, I'm showing some people about this thing, right? Like, can you hold this up here?
Holy shit!
Lift the seat for a sec for me.
Lift the seat?
Lift the seat. Like so it's off the ground like this.
Oh,
the tire,
really?
like that.
That's quite heavy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. I just rented it 1 hour to try it out.
How much?
$30 for 1 hour, not bad, yeah. Whistler Eco Tours, if you want to try it. Whistler Eco Tours. Yeah, they're fun. So I might, I set an alarm so I don't get carried away with timing, but we might just screw around with the Juggernaut a little bit here. So this is probably as good a spot as any, eh, folks? I was just riding around, so probably let a kickstand. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, you think we can get airtime with the Juggernaut? I don't know, let's see. I don't want to break anything. We'll just do a little reasonableness here. This is, yeah, this is pretty sick. Alright everyone, so I have made it 28 years of being an adult, 28 years of total, so I am an adult, even though I don't always act like one. Most of the time I'm a reasonable character, but this Saturday I did manage to lose my wallet. 28 years of no losing a wallet, and I finally did. So Whistler, and I was going to have, like I said to people, a casual night at Bar Hop Whistler, which obviously doesn't compute because nobody has a casual, like said nobody ever, right? No, who has a casual night out at Bar Hop Whistler? Anyways, I only recently learned about Bar Hop, and now I'm going to be working there as a promoter. So, if you want to buy some tickets for like the best time out in Whistler, wallet losing good times, and like, man, like what a grand old time, hit me up because I'm going to be a hustler now for them. So I'll get you a good deal, and we'll get you having a good time. Essentially, when you lose your wallet, then I had to bust my window to get into my house because my keys and everything I keep in one wallet, and I also run a specific lock that are hard to pick. So I knew if I would call a locksmith, it would just be a waste of my time. They'd have to drill it out anyways. So coming back, all deflated and upset, I basically smashed my window to get in. And why I wanted to rant about this is that somebody actually hooked me up, reached out to me on Facebook, and said, we found your wallet in a planter box. So I'm thinking I put it down having a little rip or something like that. And then, yeah, somebody found it. And the funny thing is I was actually going through planter boxes in front of Blackham Lodge, and there was a report from the security guard that she'd asked me to like leave twice. And I'm like, I'm looking for my wallet. And she's like, sir, I'll call the police. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And so I just wanted to make sure that they didn't think I was an asshole. So I explained myself. They gave me my wallet. And yeah, so I can now say I've lost my wallet once. But usually pretty reasonable. Anyways, it sucks because, you know, not being a criminal, I'm not really used to like breaking into things. But so essentially I'm like, all right, how am I going to do this? So I like grabbed a rock just from down there, and I'm like, all right. And I just smashed the window, and it's a triple pane window. And of course, um, you know, so of course now I'm dripping like blood on the floor and stuff. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. So like, you know, because your veins and stuff are right here. This is like a very important area. And so I'm like, fuck. So I go inside, and there's glass everywhere. And I've had to like board this up now in the meantime. But yeah, essentially I was dripping blood. So I, you know, being a first aider, I knew to put it under some cold water, get some pressure on it, assess, you know, do the ABCs. And so I was so lucky, right? No stitches or anything needed. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. But yeah, so this is actually filmed now after I've already had a bit of an adventure. So I went to get my wallet today, and then I had some time to kill. So I decided to rent an e-bike. And shout out. So I'm looking to actually buy an e-bike. Ever since my snowplow incident happened with the Golf, I'm figuring, hey, I'm a pretty like green character. I know we're already fucked more or less anyways, as a species or civilization. But in the meantime, let's try to keep this ship on the rails, shall we not? So I'm gonna probably build myself an e-bike using a starter motor, and my buddy Joel kind of got me hooked on the idea of getting a dirt jumper. So I'm gonna probably throw like a starter motor and a seal lead acid deep cycle in a way onto a dirt jumper bike and try not to kill myself. But to get an idea, doing my product assessment knowledge seminar situation, I spent $30 to rent an e-bike for an hour, and the guys at Wissarico Tours were super nice. So I got a little bit of footage here, obviously not too much because I couldn't really hold it while I was riding too much. But the first bike I tried was like a cruiser bike. It was actually a lady's bike, and I wanted to see, like I basically said, dude, I want to buy a shitty ass e-bike and fix it up. Because either that or build my own. So I just want to see what it feels like. So he's like, try this one. It's a cruiser, and it was fun. So I did that first, and he was nice enough within the hour to let me also try the fat bike. So the Juggernaut fat bike is fucking awesome, and I ripped to Lost Lake and back around the village. I got into seventh gear, the highest gear, and I was ripping lowest numerically. Anyways, riding along, full power from my legs and the e-assist, and cars were trying to pass me and thinking, why is this guy Superman? And I was just ripping, man. Like, I'm so glad I had a helmet on. And shout out to Whistler. We're a great community. I see posts all the time where people get white girl wasted and then lose their wallets, their phones, and everyone is so honest at giving things back. And actually, I had that happen now myself. After 28 years of never losing a wallet, it's a shitty feeling, man. Especially when you have to smash your window and you realize what an idiot you are. And yeah, so very nice of them. I'm glad I don't need to get a new license, a new credit card, a new key, and I only have one key for the new van I bought. And like the guy said, one key is no key. Make sure you get a copy. And I was gonna, okay, no more rambling. Thank you so much to the folks who found my wallet and were honest enough to turn it in.